Alright, so 8BitDo retro mechanical keyboard. This was in my most recent, or I guess it will be in my most recent What's in Criswell's Pendulous Mail Sack videos. I haven't edited the video yet, so it might go up. It might go up after I open this. It might go up after the unboxing. But I'm going to unbox it, and we're going to take a quick look at it. So this is 8BitDo's mechanical keyboard that's intended to kind of look like kind of an NES color scheme aesthetic. They brought two versions of this keyboard out. They have this version, which is kind of NES color, and then we've got another version that is the Famicom color, the Japanese versions. I got the NES version. The Famicom version looks really good, though, and I'm not saying I regret this, but I am saying it was probably a difficult decision picking between the two, because looking at them both now, I kind of want the other one too. Now, my intention for this keyboard, before I get into the unboxing, I want to have this hooked up to my Steam Deck dock, and I want to use this Atari controller with my Steam Deck on the dock. I intend to put this with my Steam Deck in my office, my work office, for a variety of reasons. The big one is that I don't actually play the Steam Deck downstairs, so it doesn't make any sense to have the dock down here. But yeah, so that was my purpose. I will admit this was a little bit of an expensive purchase, just so that I can play Steam Deck games in my office. But let's go ahead and open it. And I will keep this around because my hope is that the color scheme of this and the color scheme of this don't clash. My hope is that aesthetically they work together. So I'm going to keep this around so that we can compare. All right, so let's go ahead and open it. Oh, I guess we could go over what's inside. So it comes with a keyboard, and it comes with these two buttons, A and B buttons. I don't know what these are. They're programmable, so you can make them whatever. I have no idea if I'll be able to do anything with them in the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck, of course, is Linux, and, you know, I don't know what this... You plug this in, I don't know what this is going to show up under Linux as. So if it shows up as a keyboard and these are A and B keys, hey, that's fine. But I don't know. This is going to be a wild card. It's mechanical keys. It's an 87 key keyboard, so it has the full keyboard without the number pad, which, I have to be honest, if I was getting another gaming keyboard for my main PC, I would probably get something like this. I like having the arrow keys and all of these extra function keys, mainly because I hit print screen quite a bit for captures, and I use the page up, page down, and I really do like having the arrow keys, especially for like retro gaming. My point is if I were getting a new gaming keyboard these days, I wouldn't go for the ultra tiny ones, the ones that exclude all this stuff, because I use these. It also has got this other weird stuff, like a knob for, oh, it looks like a volume, and a couple of buttons. I'm assuming everything is programmable. There are also PBT keycaps. I don't know enough about keycaps to be able to say whether or not that's good, but they are hot swappable. I can't imagine why you would want to, buy something that specifically looks like an NES and then swap out the NES keys, but whatever. 8BitDo Dual Super Buttons N Edition. Don't know what that is. All right, let's open it. I'm going to do my best to not destroy this box, by the way, because I love 8BitDo stuff. I like their boxes. I do have a tendency to use like nice-looking boxes as placeholders in my my game room. You know, almost like bookends. You know, you take a box on one side, you put your games over here, and then, you know, or actually probably do it this way, and you put your games over here, and then as your games grow, you can eventually remove the box. So I do love a good looking box in my game room. And this being an 8BitDo box, it's a pretty good looking box. They do a good job with these boxes. Good job on boxes, 8BitDo. Sorry, that's a weird compliment, but it's a compliment I'm going to make. Ooh. 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 Hey, I hit a button and there's a light on. I didn't mean to make the lights go on. Here, I'm going to take the keyboard out. Let's look at what's underneath it first. I got random stickers, video game stickers. I'm assuming somebody inspected it, quality assurance. So it looks like the mapping of these controllers actually is entirely contained inside or the mapping of these buttons, I should say, is entirely contained inside the keyboard. So it doesn't matter if the operating system recognizes these as a keyboard. The keyboard is going to interpret them. That's pretty cool. More stickers. These are the buttons. Oh, very clicky. You have yourself your manual that I am struggling to flip through. Multiple languages. And you get yourself your big, long... your big, long cord. Struggling to use words. Let's move this box. And let's take a look at the keyboard. Get it out of its little bag. And I apparently have turned it on. I didn't mean to turn it on. Alright, so there's the keyboard. And there's the buttons. I'll put them up here. There's the keyboard. Ah, that's a nice sound. It's not as loud as my my buckling spring keyboard that I use in my office, but it's a good sound. I mean, this is probably preferable for gaming. Again, here's the A and B button. I wonder if that's also programmable. It probably is, but it matches that. Yeah, it looks good. It's the colors look great. The keycaps look great. I like the little raised light and the fake grill. Now, what is the volume for? That's the thing that I'm kind of confused by. And so, I don't know if you saw, I pulled this out. This was right here. This is, looks like it's just one of 8BitDo's standard dongles, which makes me wonder if this thing is you know, compatible with the existing dongles that I already have. So you can go wireless or you can go wired. Oh, and it's magnetic. Oh, did you hear that? You take it. Here, let's flip this around. So it goes right there. You pull it out. And then when you slide it back in, listen. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Magnetic. That's good stuff. On the top, you've got your USB-C, which I'm assuming will charge it and also allow you to hook it up wired. You've got A, B, X, and Y. Why are there so many? Let me grab the manual. Of course, I put the box away, and I put all the stuff in the box. So now I gotta open the box again to get the frickin' manual out. Because I'm a moron, you see. I am a certifiable idiot. Come on, you box. Ye old box. Wow, that's a lot harder to open when there's not a heavy keyboard in it. Gravity doesn't want to overcome the vacuum. There. Now I can put the box away. Now that I've got everything out. All right, what does the old manual say? So, with this guy plugged into you know what's funny is their instructions are backwards. This is really over here, but on the image they show it over there. It doesn't tell me. What does the manual say? The proper manual. English. See, it just says those are interfaces for 8BitDo super buttons. And that's the extent of it. Well, I don't know. Presumably you can buy more of these. I'll have to go and look on their website. Because, boy, I like that sound. I mean, if I'm honest, I'm probably never going to use this. This is a gimmick that I don't know. I can't see any practical use for. But let's go ahead and plug it in here. So it looks something like that. It's plugged in. Oh, I really love that sound. It's a good sound. Get yourself on the WASD. Yeah. WASD. All right, so I think it looks phenomenal. I love the little light down here. Let's take a peek and see if it remotely works with this controller for the purposes that I bought these for. Yeah, it'd be better if this was more gray. And that red is a little bit bright compared to this red. This is a more subdued, kind of more rich red. This is more of a very light, bright red. But yeah, it'll work. So yeah, this is the 8BitDo controller. It's nice. I like it. Sounds good. Yeah, I dig it. I don't know. Would I recommend it? I mean, here's the deal. This is the sort of thing where you're either going to look at it and know you want it, or you're going to look at it and know you don't want it or you don't need it. So it really doesn't matter what I say. I was obviously one of the people that looked at it and had to have it, so I got it. Now, admittedly, since then I've kind of justified it by saying I'm going to use it with my Steam Deck in my office. Ooh. You hear that? That's a good sound. But yeah, so I mean, I haven't used it yet. it's a keyboard. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if I can really tell you that it's a particularly bad one. It seems to have good travel. It's got a nice clickiness to it. But really, if you're getting this, you're getting it for the aesthetic. And so my opinion doesn't necessarily matter. I will say, from like a kind of a practical perspective, kind of ignoring the aesthetic, you know, it's very well constructed. It feels weighty. There's not a lot of give to it. The keys have an appropriate amount of resistance. It feels comfortable to type on. You know, like seriously, I could probably program on this. This could be something that I could do actual work with, because it does. It feels good. But yeah, no, I think the build quality is good. I think it looks awesome. And honestly, if it's something that is interesting to you, then yeah, you might want to check it out. But again, if you're not into the aesthetic, then I don't see a real reason to recommend this. But no, it's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. I got nothing else to say. End of video. I give it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up and I give it I give it 10 clicks out of however many clicks of my blade. That's my review. See ya.